it all on the line. Two top caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do battle. Well, the Pacers serve the game down pat. Very strong defense for them for several seasons running. The problem, Shaq, the offense. How do they make the most of their possessions?
Well, they don't have the personnel to get out and run, so they need to be very smart, especially when they slow it down. They have to minimize turnovers.
Well, to me, they're better at threes, so they got to give themselves credit.
So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers. On the corner right now for the Pacers. They've got Zhang. He's out there with Turner. Young is out there with Robinson. And it's Burns in at the 2 spot. Now here's Jordan.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Charlotte Hornets at Time Warner Cable Arena. And for Charlotte, they've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. And the topic here prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down. The big fella Shaq, when he first came into the league, the first thing I saw was him grab the ball coast to coast in the All-American game. That's what players want to do.
Charlotte has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Jordan in at 2-guard. Jeremy Evans is out there with Batum. And it's Powell in at the 5. So that's the Hornets' 5.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there, put that one hand tomahawk slam? I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Hughes kicks to Jordan. It's
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. My companions are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense.
Charlotte has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Jordan in at shooting guard. Powell is out there with Jeremy Evans. Then there's Batum, and it's Hughes in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here is Robinson. Following the basket by Freak, here's Burns. And that one's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And so here's Charlotte following the score by Indiana. The drive by Jordan.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, they're in 4th place in the East at the moment, and it should tell you a lot about this team and its expectations coming into the season that many people consider that a disappointment. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play the guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me.
Charlotte's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Jordan in at shooting guard. Jeremy Evans is out there with Powell. Then there's Batum, and it's Hughes in at the point guard. So that's the Hornets 5. And so it's Indiana with it. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Knocks it loose. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Up the floor. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight is all.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you've got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
It's tipped. Out of bounds. Pacers. Ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Pacers ball.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Out to the wing. Turner passes to Burns. The dish now to Robinson. And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Hornets running again. Here's Hughes. And it's good. Assist on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 5 assists tonight.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper. Yeah, right. Pass to Burns. They double him with Jordan. Back to Young. Down low to end the run. Jang, no luck. For Charlotte, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Jordan with a screen on Young. Hughes kicks to Jordan. An easy layup after coming off the pitch. Jordan's got 38 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender.